What it do, though? What it do, what it is? Yes, I'm shirtless. It's summertime, out by my girl's pool. Just wanted to make sure that getting a little, if anyone lives in the South, it gets a little steamy. That, if it offends anyone, I'm going to put one on in a second. I got y'all. But in the meantime, we've got more pressing matters to do, because welcome to the good, the whack, and the wildin'. And guess what? We are going to be wildin', because there has been some good and whack today. So we're about to wild out. All right. Get straight to it, man. Get straight to it. The guy who is my esteemed colleague, collaborator on, the sports, the Curious Sports Pulse 100. He is the Captain America to my Iron Man, the Bonnie to Clyde, you get it, the Thelma Louise, but we actually make the canyon jump. We actually make it, so we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly, we're gonna ride, we're gonna say we ain't gonna go do suicides, because we already in shape. So let's get this place jumping for Gabe. What's good?
Here we are. Greg Olson deserves to still be the number one and top Fox analyst.
Sell it, baby. Preach it. Church, preach. I love it. Yep. I love this pre-show meetings, and because we'll get into that in a second. Yeah, Tom Brady, earn your stripes. Earn your stripes in the booth. You've earned your stripes on the field, not in the booth, bro. But yeah, right. Get your knee pads ready, Fox, because you're gonna need them for Tom Brady when he gets in there. All right, and you guys know what I mean, by the way. Get your chapstick ready. Get your knee pads ready, because let's get ready to suck up. All right. Not to be confused with the kicker. You know what? This guy right here, he's a little reserved. We're trying to get him out of his shell. So don't be shy, because he's not going to lie. But damn right, he's gonna tell it like he wants to. So let's get a standing ovation and no hesitation, Mr. J.R. Jordan Ramos.
My eyes. I need to bleach. I need to put bleach on my eye for seeing this horrible thing. Bigger people, we apologize for this.
You know what? It's all good.
If you want to put bleach in your eyes, we understand.
God dang.
All right, nice having you on, Jordan. All right, so oh, good. Nice having you on.
Back.
Okay, so yeah, go find some bleach, bro. We'll see that happens. Go find a Tide Pod. Go find a Tide Pod real quick. All right, go ask Joe Rogan what you should do with that Tide Pod or something. He'll probably give you good advice. All right, just for the sake of it, not because of Jordan, but because I love the Carolina blue color. Nah, it's not as steamy as it was. Oh, actually, it's steamy because of me, but that's different.
Right.
Y'all can't feel that. So obviously, I'm putting off a lot of heat over here in a good way. And we're about to bring the heat. And you know what? Let's go ahead and start. This is an extension of our previous show on Sir Gabe's podcast, which airs on ScOutCast. Oh, not Scout. So that's mine. Excuse me. Which airs on Sports Pulse 100, Curious Sports Pulse. I didn't finish the closing question, and that is this one, except for I added a little bit. Where to not to go with Jordan and where to possibly on vacation. I'm stuck on this. And Jordan thinks it should be New Orleans. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. That just has ish show written all over it. Shit show written all over it. And okay. I told everyone this off air. I said I'm conflicted because I don't know if I want to take him somewhere secluded So he won't, just run amok like a Caribbean island or something, or like or if I want to take him somewhere where I want to see him cause like chaos, like a football game of epic proportions, and let him drink beer and see what happens, like a ticking time bomb. So I'm gonna either say one way or the other. I'll do the Caribbean for chill, but if I want to see Wildin' out because it's the whack and the Wildin', if I want to see some Wildin', I'm taking him to like a SEC football game. I want to see what happens. Maybe an SEC tailgate at least. That would just be hilarious. He's a New York fan, actually. I'm gonna take him to an Eagles tailgate. That's what I would do. That would be hilarious.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be funny, but it might end in like in some. I want to say a fight, but it would be a fight. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, I would. Or maybe a Bills game. You can be like one of the guys that jumps through a table.
Yes.
Gabe, you never gave your answer since you're the one who asked the question. What about you? You know where you take Jordan on vacation since you asked the question?
Well, first of all, I want to clarify when I asked the question, I didn't intend for it to sound like Jordan's my carry-on. I go with Jordan somewhere. Jordan somewhere.
But he is, though.
Yes.
But he is.
That being said, Jordan, if I have to spend $50 on an extra carry-on piece, I would happily spend it on you, Jordan. So I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but that's where I'm going with all this.
There you go.
But to answer the question, if we're going abroad, I want to go, and this goes with Iraq as well. And no earmuffs, Joe, of course.
Okay.
I want any of us, but especially Jordan, for reasons I think that will become fairly obvious. Internationally, let's go to Dublin, Ireland. Let's do this, gentlemen.
Oh yes, sir. Oh yeah.
Yes.
You would love to take me there, my Irish ass. You would love taking me there. Trust me.
See,
I'd be the carry-on. Then I would be the carry-on. Take me to Scotland and Ireland. I would be the carry-on. Oh, I might have a new accent by the time I leave. I've always wanted to go to Ireland and Scotland.
I just want to go in Europe in general.
I want to go to Germany. I want to go to Amsterdam too. That would be really cool. All right. Now I'm just thinking about
Iraq. Hang on, Iraq. But if we're staying domestic,
right.
all good. I for sure. Right, we can go the obvious route. But I think because of the culture, something a little sightseeing and fantastic other things to investigate in this specific city, I would like to try Seattle and or Portland during a non-rainier part of the year. And then honorable mention is my beloved Omaha, Nebraska, number one city for indie music. First of all, I'm a huge indie fan, but also Omaha, Nebraska is seriously an untapped gem, and I think you two would not only fit in well in my former home city, but also would have a blast.
I'll say hi to Matt Rule for you.
If you're paying, then I'm cool. I'll do it. I mean, I'll try something new.
Same.
I'm not paying to go to Omaha, but does Peyton Manning have a restaurant there or something? I mean, I'm sure he does actually at this point. I'd be shocked if he didn't have some sort, because he goes Omaha. Yeah. Now he calls his podcast Omaha. If he doesn't have a restaurant in Omaha, he is missing out. All like Peyton's place.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Who knows, man? He's making it.
It would work.
It would work. Yeah. What would they sell? They'd probably sell like barbecue or something. I mean,
you two are both bourbon fans, no?
We're both what?
Bourbon fans?
Oh yeah. Good bourbon.
Omaha is so the bourbon industry in Omaha is so good.
Well, because they have so much. Well, Kentucky's the bourbon capital, but Omaha's got all that. They got corn. They can make mash like no other because they got so much damn corn there. That's why
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's why Wisconsin.
It was an honorable mention. I
thought you were going to say Vegas when you said something. I was like, I thought you were going to say be in its element. I thought you were going to say
Seattle.
Obvious.
That was actually really nice.
Yeah, I wanted to go off the beaten path. I didn't want it to be obvious,
No, Seattle's actually really nice. It's expensive as
Yeah.
fudge, but I caught that one. Expensive as fudge,
Mhm.
but it is expensive fudge. But it's got good food
Indeed.
though. They got great seafood. Oh my god, you got to go to the wharf and catch a
Indeed.
big old fish in your arms.
Yeah, never been to Seattle, but I would love to go there. Like
San Fran is really nice, except for it's full of just actually most of the homeless population migrated to Portland. All right, so which is the other one place you said. So there you go. But ironically, all right, guys, we got to get serious. CC's getting targeted.
Also comments.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Later.
We're gonna have to talk about. It's just we're gonna have to keep talking about it every day. Psych, fools! Nah, no CC today. I'm letting her off the hook. Psych.
Got him.
Yeah,
got him.
Get him! I got him. Hell,
got him.
There's been enough of this CC nonsense. We're gonna talk anything women's basketball. We're gonna talk about X's and O's, but today, we're not talking about that. No, we're gonna let that off the hook. We got better things to talk about, and this is what we talked about a minute ago, and I just had to include it. Baseball out of the park or a foul ball on the swing and a miss. I will explain the prompt. Riddle me this. Are they knocking it out of the park with all the changes and they're trying to make it more watchable, or have they just kind of butchered it over the years where it's like just not popular the way it's ever going to be again? And especially since this goes into oh, hold up. We got comments here. I didn't say I
yes,
said
Joe.
I said Seattle's
yes,
nice.
Joe.
I've been in the space.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing Joe said. Joe said, "Oh, a shirt." Yeah. Let's see your hairy ass with a shirt. Let's see your hairy ass without a shirt on. I look good.
Just rude.
Right.
His eyes were violated.
Oh, I'm taking it. It's coming back off again eventually. Don't worry. If it gets it's like 90% humidity right now. It feels like Florida. So trust me, I might have to take this sucker. This is breathable and it's still hot. Okay, so my question or my prompt. Oh, all right, Joe. One more from Joe here. I want people hey man, we were getting viewers while the shirt was off. Trust me. It's the moneymaker right here.
Your OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're coming for the shirt. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yep. That's where we're. You know what? That's great. That's great transition because that was the question. There are several people left off of the Hall of Fame list where they give them to people that probably don't deserve them, and those are most notably. I think y'all know where I'm going. Mr. Bonds, the bail bondsman himself, the number one home run hitter in MLB history, allegedly. Pete Rose, one of the best infielders ever, and pinch hitters. And we have Roger Clemens, not the nicest guy in the world, but still one of the best pitchers. The Rocket, that was his name, I'm pretty sure. And there's other ones as well. Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire, stuff like that. So that was the era. So, and I have my own thoughts on this. So what is baseball? Can baseball come back to any kind of popularity? And if so, what do they need to do? And a second part of this is, if any thoughts on your position on the steroids in baseball, etc. Let's start with Jordan this time.
For me personally, like the unwritten rule has got to me personally. I just don't like it. It's like it's literally just enforcing some BS. Like, oh my goodness, you hit a home run while you're up like 10 nothing, and then one of the pitchers decided to be like, hey yo, I won't take this. I'm gonna beam one of your guys. I'm like, dude, why were you down 10 nothing? But yeah, that's always been silly to me. It's that, and also blackout regional blackouts. You can go to like New York City. You can't go, and you go to LMB TV. You can't watch the Yankees or the Mets because of regional blackouts. MLB needs to get rid of those immediately. Like, if they get rid of all those and they actually expand on their broadcast, like right now, like the regional volley sport might fall apart. It's definitely gonna fall apart. Like July is the ruling, but yeah, that's why I personally think those two are. It's that, and also like well, I don't like the run on a second. I personally don't like the run on a second base and extra innings. I get why they do it, because like to make it more exciting, to make it more like, okay, you get a hit, runner goes to home. Like I personally don't like it. You got at least you get rid of that and juice the balls, juice those balls back, baby, juice them. I don't care.
What is that? Wait, what does that mean? Wait, explain what that means to us. I don't know what the hell juicing the ball.
A lot of the not the roids, like not the roids, but juice balls. Like pitchers literally put a lot of like thing like spider tack.
Oh yeah,
onto the balls, like
yeah, like stick them or like
stick them, juice them up.
Mm-hmm. Why is that a big deal?
Like,
doesn't that feel like kind of?
It can launch the balls.
Doesn't it give it like a? But doesn't it give it an unfair? Isn't that a real unfair advantage though? I mean, steroids aside, we get to that.
Home runs, baby. Home runs, extra base hits. That's how you make the game exciting.
So why do the pitchers do it if it's extra home runs? If they put in stick?
No, the juice ball. No, the juice. No, the spider tack is to like loot. Is to get them an advantage.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's kind of cheap. That's kind of cheap though. It feels like. I mean, it's sometimes. I love how they get caught when it happens too, because when they do that,
they'll find way. Iraq, they will find ways. They will find ways to cheat. Like, remember the Astros trash. Exactly, like the trash. Remember the trash cans of 2017. I bet you a lot of money. A lot of teams were pissed because they were thinking of the same thing too.
Do you believe? And I'm sorry to keep cutting you off. This is actually I'm trying to learn because I really want to be a student. I know what I don't know in this case in sports. I am still learning baseball. I've come a long way, but so I like to ask questions. And Gabe, jump in if you have any explanations of this as well, of any of these, because I agree with the second base thing. I get it as well. At least it's only in extra innings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love the pitch clock. It's great. That was a long time coming. So here's the other. But here's my question: is do you know how they've like gotten people have come out and like complained because it's like something? I think it's like maybe it's resin or not resin. That's totally different. Like rosin or something like. They put sweat comes out of there and it makes a sticky kind of.
Oh my god! Yes.
So what is that?
God.
Explain that. Either one of you explain that to me. I don't understand it. Like what are they putting on their hands that is coming out? Assuming they're telling the truth, what is that ish?
Sweat.
I got the sweat part. Yeah, mine is the sweat.
I think resin something.
Yeah,
like,
you're just trying to help. You're just trying to help the grip. That's all it is, and you're not allowed to have foreign substance on you. So that's why they check, and that's why you'll see the black tar on the guy on Buddy's neck, and that's why
Michael Pineda.
But they think they put it on.
Remember that game?
Put it on before the game, and they say the sweat from like playing is what makes it come out the way it's stickiness that it is. I don't know. It's I think that's stupid. I mean, if they're doing it before the game, it's not like they're.
Yeah, it's just to help with the pitch because that's really what gives you the different pitch. So that's all it's trying to do, but it's not allowed, and so right. That's all that is.
It is what it is. All right. Well, wrap on up with that, Jordan. Sorry, I was asking questions, just trying to learn.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
And to answer your question with the Hall of Fame, put the Roy users in, man. Like they're eventually going to get in there because of the Veterans Committee. Like
maybe
a lot. Even then, Mike Piazza, his name was on those books.
I forgot about that.
Like Andy, even then, like either that or just admit it. Like Andy Pettit admitted. Yeah, I use roids. Guess what? Not a lot of people are talking about. Not a lot of people are talking about. You admit it, or like privately admit to the better committee, and they'll let you in. Simple as that.
Yeah, and I forgot about another big name, Jose Canseco. That's another really big one.
Gotta love
Yeah,
Jose.
I forgot about him. Yeah, but I mean, he's not the. It doesn't help that Bonds, Clemens, and Canseco are not the most likable people in the world. It doesn't help that case.
Bonds was a Hall of Famer. He was a Hall of Famer.
They're still Hall of Famers. I agree. Yeah, and again, I mean, it was Clemens and Randy Johnson, big unit in the Rocket back in the day.
Clemens, I still don't understand. Like, I know you want to prolong his career, but dude, you were legendary. You were a legend, man.
Yeah, they're trying to keep him out. All right, Gabe. Sorry for that, and let's hear your take on all of this minutia.
Well, yeah, I like the stance that I originally heard this from Chris Carter back when he was with Fox, and his criteria for allowing people in the NFL, I think, should hold over to all sports. Like, can you tell the story of the league with or without you? And if the answer is no, we can't tell the story of the league without you, then you should be in the Hall of Fame. So therefore, that's why I'm not as big in terms of, especially because we all know that they were the few that it was just really where the league came down on them. There were multiple players using steroids back then.
Exactly.
And so I'm not, and also the rules, like, not that they we just know that they were looking the other way. So nowadays, right now, everyone's tested, and that's definitely not the case. So obviously, if someone under the current rules are using steroids, then yeah, that's obviously a non-starter. But that's not an issue right now. That's not the discussion. So I'm all for those people, for example, being included in the Hall of Fame. It's at this point silly. In terms of the game itself, what's needed is, and I think you've said something to this effect, not with baseball, Iraq, but just in general, is that everything is star driven, and the stars, and we're seeing this with the WNBA, right? We're getting the bump from college stars who then make the jump. And so can you tell me right now, you can maybe tell me the teams who are in the college baseball World Series or the college softball World Series. Can you tell me of the players? Can you tell me of the pitchers? So the diehard fans that follow their schools, sure.
Yeah,
but
across the SEC,
I get they're trying to like do it with Paul Skeens, like, because of his girlfriend. Like, let me done. Like, that's what I get. But like, yeah, baseball's like superstars that aren't really allowed to like express themselves because, like, again, unwritten rules. They'll get beaned. Like, it happens.
But Jordan, let Gabe finish up his
Sorry. I'm sorry, Gabe. I'm sorry.
All good.
You're good, Beck.
So everything that, to me, I personally, I like that the game is sped up a little bit. But to me, it ultimately doesn't matter, because whether the game is at 4 hours or 2.5 hours, I don't think you're bringing any new people in. We don't need necessarily the baseball Taylor Swift, but we need people to want to go to the television for. That's what's needed. So I think college is the best route for that, for baseball and softball, and then the current stars. They just need to be better marketed by the league and by baseball teams to reach that wider audience. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very, very good point, and I totally applaud that. If we were giving points out right now, you would have definitely gotten a solid 10 points right there, because I love the point of marketability, but also, I mean, baseball has been notorious for not having each other's back. Joe is. Well, I'll get to you in a second, Joe. I got Joseph. I got you. Joseph is not agreeing with you at all, or my agreeing with you. He's not agreeing with. So we'll get to him, and we'll get to Joe in a second. We'll take care of Joe. We'll put the earmuffs on him. All right. So I didn't know. Here's the thing. I love what you said about, like, it is a star-driven thing. You're right. I couldn't tell you a single damn player in college right now. And also, I've said this before as well about baseball, and I will admit, I am by far not a baseball aficionado. I know very general information, and I've been studying, so I'm getting better, but that's why I defer to people that know it more and watch it a lot more than me. And mostly I work with people from New York, so that makes it very easy. Because New York is probably the most popular baseball city in the damn world, other than Tokyo, probably. So I would say that, yeah, it's star driven. The marketability has not been there. And what I was going to say is the MLB has been notorious of neglecting the needs of the players. But the players also have not made it any easier, because as soon as they threaten the salary cap, then they're like, baseball players are kind of sensitive as well. I mean,
exactly, man. Like,
sensitive.
Salary cap should have been made in '94, but
it's a stalemate. It's a stalemate. Like,
Yes.
All right, well, we're not going to change certain rules if you're not going to let us have a salary cap, or at least what the NBA has is a luxury tax. Now that would
the NBA has the luxury tax. It's just
that makes sense, because they make billions of dollars somehow. I don't understand how baseball still makes billions of dollars, but they have like rich ass owners. There should be a luxury tax, just like they do. Yeah, they have billions of dollars. I don't get it, but although football and basketball is closing in pretty quick actually these days. I'm seeing some pretty redonkulous salaries, but yeah, I mean I think you're onto something there, Gabe. Let's get let's get ready to hate or hear from the haters. All right, baseball's Taylor Swift. I don't know what that means. I really don't know what actually that means.
Libby Dunn, Paul Skeen's girlfriend, Libby Dunn, like a TikTok star.
Oh, okay. Oh, here we go again. He posted a paragraph on the other one. All right, we're getting TJ. Is what I'm hearing. Oh yeah, and then he said this to me, agreeing with you. How? Or he's saying a Native American hello. How? I don't know. It's one of the two. I don't know, Joe. Yeah, here it is. Maybe explains in this. Oh, I asked how would they market them. I never said anything about disagreeing with him. Oh, I apologize. Well, you got to explain other than just saying how, when, what, where, why. I mean, come on. I appreciate your question, though. All right, thank you, caller. We appreciate it. Gabe, would you like to elaborate on this?
Yeah. So actually, what the problem that we posed is that baseball just isn't reaching the fans like other sports, and that it's not adding in new eyeballs. So that was the problem. The solution is marketability. Now, if you want us to go into more details on that, then that's a separate conversation. But right, we've seen terrible ideas all the time get backing and marketability. So I don't think that's what you're asking for. But right, we can all admit that that very rarely are players put in that position, and just look at the commercials, for example. It's always like Steph Curry versus LeBron James, right? That for instance, where with baseball, it's obviously more the team. So there's one specific, but that should speak to kind of what I'm saying, is that the baseball in general needs to position those star players like Gunnarsson on the Orioles, man. Class act, really great player. Mm-hmm. He's someone that baseball should embrace. Mm-hmm. Put their arms around and push a little more, for example. So that's what we're saying in terms of marketing them. In terms of specifically how, I mean, I'm not a marketing guy, but we see how other sports leagues do this really, really well, and I think it would work with baseball.
Yeah, they're putting you on the spot there. It's like I'm not a marketing GM. Oh, before you go, Jordan, let me say one thing. I apologize. I will definitely get back to you. Joe, I am a marketing genius. I just don't have a degree in it. No, I'm not a marketing genius, but I do know. But what I do know is I've watched sports a long time, and I know what draws the eye. And I think that was a very good point. Here's two problems about baseball. Well, there's a lot of problems about baseball. Here's two of the ones I'm going to point out. I've said this: the farm league is way too saturated. It's diluted the entire process, because when you get a draft in the NFL and the NBA, yes, there's a G League, and yes, now there's a practice squad for the NFL, and now there's the UFL, whatever. There are how many different? There's like 1,000 farm league teams essentially. What is it? 8, 4A, 3A, 1A, 3 double. I don't know. It's like ridiculous.
Triple A, double A, single A teams.
I know it's rhetorical. Please don't tell. We don't need to go into it. It's okay. It's
Come on, Jordan.
We'll never see most of those players on a damn diamond in those stadiums. There will be so the people in the White Sox stands have a better chance of actually getting on that field than they do because they can jump a fence. So not all, at least most of them. So I mean, and secondly, so that makes like, because also when you get a player and you're drafting him in the NFL, even though there's 7 rounds, you're excited to see that first round pick because you know he's going to compete for a job.
Good point.
Good point. You can market him immediately, set him into an Adidas contract, a Gatorade contract. There's so many things. Baseball has spread themselves so thin that they aren't marketing. And, you know, like have a commercial, like, you know, like you said, it's like if you had a commercial with Steph and Caitlin Clark and they were doing like a 3-point shooting contest, like the way Michael Jordan had one with him and his younger self.
Yeah.
Or they have, you know, or him and Larry Bird back in the day for McDonald's, which is still hilarious to me. Is like nothing like playing a game of basketball and eating a freaking Big Mac after. Sure, we'll roll with that. But either case, well, that's off this. That's a different topic. You got to do something that's baseball is full of old heads. Old heads. There we go. Full of old heads that they like. They're traditionalists, and they want to. We're blocking Jordan's face. I'm sorry, Joe. Let me take this off. I respect your opinion, but I gotta take you out because I want Jordan's beautiful face to be seen. All right. So you got to do some sort of marketability. That's what Gabe, I think, is talking about. A commercial where you have the 2 best hitters, Tatis or Juan Soto, together hitting. You can't do Shohei Ohtani because he doesn't speak English. Then you're not going to do his interpreter on there because that's probably not the best. It's probably not the best idea. But yeah, you know, you could get like Juan Soto, who can speak English, and I'm fine with him not speaking English. I'm not one of those Americans like, hey, learn how to speak our language. Like, no, I'm saying like it's a complex situation.
Yeah.
But you get like Aaron Judge and Juan Soto in a commercial or something like that, you know. Aaron Judge 2 seasons ago was the closest we've had to a steroid era kind of hitting number, you know. And I'm assuming he's not juiced, but there's so many things out there. So that's what I think you're talking about. And I think it's a great premise. You do something where you market the stars, you market the players, and maybe the managers. People don't even know who the managers are. It's not like a coach in football. Or even the NBA. NBA, people don't know quite as much who the coach is. Again, that's a player star-driven league. NFL is more about like, yeah, they have stars, but you usually know who the coach is because it's an American. Yeah, that is the American pastime is football. Let's just get real. Is NFL. So
yeah,
it's a holiday essentially, a weekly commitment. So yeah, focus more on like that. You want to get the younger crowd to start watching. Yes, the shot clock. We'll call it a shot clock. The pitch clock, the shot clock, whatever you want to call it. That was a necessary step, but you're not done yet. You got to keep moving, keep pushing for things, keep driving a campaign for it, or else you're just never gonna. All you're gonna have. It's like the boomer generation. Just baseball goes with the boomer generation. That's pretty much what it comes down to. And the very, 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 very loyal baseball fans of the young bucks out there. But that is not going to keep it nearly popular enough. What's up?
Mm-hmm. And Jordan, I know, Jordan, that you haven't gone in a half minute, but case in point on why I really think this would work, I'm going to take volleyball. Volleyball is one of my newer interests, and I will tell you, like the pro volleyball league, the college volleyball, they are pushing their stars way more, and so this shows you that it works, and for sure, in terms, look at football. NFL, they could literally do nothing. And look at how much they are trying to push the product. So it doesn't necessarily only have to be stars, but they are pushing their product and putting themselves in a better position every year. Shoot, every day, even in the offseason. They're doing more actively that we can see than baseball is as a whole. So if it were flipped, I would say NFL, you did your job, right? You have over 100 plus years and the market's on your side. You can take a day off, but they're not. Where baseball, I feel like not that now they're great stuff going on in baseball, but I feel like they could help themselves out, and it would be a nice snowball effect.
Well said. Let's give Jordan. Jordan, put your piece in there. Thank you for being patient. Put your piece in there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I've been watching baseball for like 15 years of my life. Like, I 100% agree with you, Gabe. Marketing, and then like, but then again, the hard thing is who will be the young star. I think while Gunnar Henderson is a really solid option. Ellie Del Cruz up the Reds, like. But then again, it might go to like another problem, which is the smaller market teams. They're probably not going to pay their stars, so they might go to like the bigger market teams like the LA, New York Cities, and the Bostons, all that stuff. Like that's where I think it's a little bit of an issue. But also there's like they might. MLB has a problem marketing their stars right now. Juan Soto is with the New York Yankees.
How old is Juan? How old is Juan Soto? He's young, right?
He was 19 when he was called up. That's the thing. And also,
is he 24? He's young.
Yeah, 25. But and to add to your point, you rock, like it take the development time between with MLB and other sports, it's really different. Like pitchers need to learn a lot more pitch side. They need to learn more about velocity. Like a lot of that stuff gets changed around, and also hitters too. Like they need to it takes years to like recognize some pitches. Like it can take like a lot of guys like years to like be called to the league. Like there's a lot. There's like There's like a player for the Mets, Brett Beatty. He's been called up He's been called up he's been called a couple of times. He's struggled in the major league level. Sent down, raking it in AAA, and get called back up. Like it's a lot of teams go through these repeating cycles of like, hey, you're good here. Why aren't you good in the major league level? Like. That's the conundrum some teams are facing. A lot of teams are facing. Even then, like some of these players might come out of nowhere. Like Ellie Del Cruz, came out of nowhere. Like instead to some Reds fans in Cincinnati, they'll be like, "Oh my goodness, this kid could be good. He could be the future of the league." Like, and he's been stealing a lot of bases. Like he could be a young star. MLB could focus on right now, and they're also focusing on Paul Skeens. Like he is a fireball pitcher. He could legitimately be like, I don't want to compare it to Matt Harvey. Like someone made him that comparison. I'm like, I see it, but also I don't really see it. But like he could be the next young pitching superstar. Like the marketing's it's getting a little better, but like it needs like more time to like at least. In my personal opinion, like they need more hitters. They need another young pitching star to like rise up. And like I really don't have much to add. I really don't have much to add, but really agree with both your takes.
Sorry, I was muted. I was sneezing over here. Didn't want to. I got you. Joe.
Joe. Oh, Joe. Oh no, Joe.
Okay, can y'all see the comments?
I can see the comments.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if y'all can see them or not.
God. I will legitimately cry.
I will give Joe. I'll give Joe his piece. I'll give him his piece. Doesn't become that. That's kind of messed up on the. We'll show in a second. In terms of the Hall of Fame thing and the steroids thing, this is what I'll say about it. And then I'll say, and I have a question for y'all. It's just like a 2-word answer. But the first thing is my opinion about, I think if people are going to make the decision to harm themselves by using steroids, and right now there are like so many other like substances, performance enhancers that aren't technically steroids. I mean, it's like, and there's so many things on I wonder what the baseball's ban list, the NFL and the baseball's like not, banned list for substances is. It's got to be like a freaking receipt for like a 40-person Thanksgiving meal. I mean, it's got to be like just Got to be like on a scroll, like back in the Egyptian days or something, the Greek days. It's got to be like on a scroll, like in this day you're not allowed to take, and it's like 50 PHWY5C5. I don't know. It's like millions of things. It's not as easy as HGH and steroids now. Now it's just like everything. I don't know. All right. Let's get to. Oh, and here I'll pose the question I'm about to pose, and I'll give you a second to before. I'll ask you this, then we'll look at Joe's comments, and it'll give you time to think about the answer. We're talking about it's a star. We need to have a star-driven kind of player. Think about who you think. And God, I'm gonna give myself a timeout for this because I'm using this term. I would say who is the face of the MLB right now. I know. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna
really
admit
good
it.
question.
But I'm going to retract it and I'm going to rephrase it because
that's actually a really great question.
That is a cardinal sin in my book. I have to go do confession, and I'm not even Catholic at this point. So I'm not at this point. I've never been Catholic, but I have to go to confession because I hate that term.
I've been raised Catholic.
There you go. Let's see. I'll borrow your confession.
I was raised Christian, but never really Catholic.
Sorry, Father Drives In. I've never had a confession. Well, I have, but it's been in my own room usually. Or in court. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm kidding. By the way. Okay. It was a little joke. Couldn't help it. All right, let's get to Joe's. I say, who's the biggest star that you think could be market? Who's the most marketable player? There's a good way. See, take that, ESPN. That's how you rephrase a stupid premise, and you get a better question for it.
Seriously?
Oh no, it's okay. I hope you don't mind. I'm doing a podcast. Okay. You got a live viewer here now, man. Come on, got a live listener.
Woo!
Yeah, we're making it now. Okay, yeah. So yeah, here's the thing, Jordan. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's what we're gonna say. Take that, ESPN said. Who is the most marketable player in baseball? Now you have time to think about it because first, does the sport itself work to its disadvantage? Because I find the other sports mentioned here much more interesting to watch. Well, yeah. I do. Yes, no doubt, man. So yeah, that's kind of a cop out though. We're trying to. That's why we're talking about improving it, right? Yeah, it's like because right now the old rules. Yeah, it's not as fun to watch. I agree. I don't particularly care for baseball, but I know it's a sport and I know people care about it. So some people do. So that's why you need to make it more. You need to adapt. That's my point, Joe. But I mean, do you all agree with that? That's pretty much, I think, what he's kind of going with. You got to change some rules. No, not a lot. Just you got to do it in baby steps. They already did it once. They got to keep going though. Don't just stop with that. Like I said, it's going to go away it's going to fly away like the dodo bird. Go in the way of the dodo bird with the boomer fans at this point. All we'll have is a handful of young bucks that watch it. I mean, they'll still have. I don't know, they're billionaires, so they'll still have money. Here's Joe's next comment. Oh, discussion for another time, but just my opinion. Well, you know what they say about opinions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not going to. They're like, you know what? And they're all you know. Because everyone has one, they're all full of you know what. So there you go. All right, they better. This is the one that was.
That is cold blooded because like I've seen that man. I've seen the Dark Knight rise and fallen in real time.
That's so right,
that nosebleed was from something. It ain't from the. It might not be from the heat.
Matt Harvey seemed like a good dude too, man. What happened to him?
Yeah.
What happened? Him and Mike Trout. Him and Trout were like the dudes back in the
20.
day.
I think injuries, and I think 2015. And I think 2015 he was left too long for that World Series game. Like,
yeah,
they should have taken him out. Even when I was young, I was like, why are you bringing him back?
Well, there
like
you go.
That probably ruined him. It's that, and also like the innings. Like it caught up to him, like especially in 2016. Like it
goes to
really
show.
caught up to him.
Jordan, this goes to show the Mets, like the Jets, can't have nice things. They cannot have nice things, bro. They it's true though.
Poor Jordan.
Poor Jordan.
Go to hell.
That's the most uncomfortable. Laugh I've ever heard. Like, oh, it's so true, and I don't want to laugh. But, it's like the laugh you get.
That's been my life.
It's like the laugh you get before you get a colonoscopy. It's like, yeah, that's funny.
Oh my god.
It's like, hey, is this too cold? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's ironic because that's exactly what you're going through. That's you're getting a colonoscopy right now. So there you go.
Yes. I love it.
I don't know. Okay, that's all you, baby. I'm gonna skip that, and we're gonna go something funnier, a little more lighthearted because the Mets are depressing me right now. Dude, put Mike Trout in there or Matt Harvey in there. That's so messed up. Put Matt Harvey in.
Oh, Mike Trout was because of the Angels and injuries.
Yeah, and why you got to put Matt Harvey?
Mike Trout's just depressing.
Why you got to put Matt Harvey on blast? He was a good guy. Yeah, Mets ruined his career. That was a really boring World Series. God, I hated that World Series. There was like a 14-inning game. I didn't sign up for this. One of my friends, a Mets fan, I'm like, it's like a 5-6 hour game. I didn't sign up for this. I'd rather watch the grass grow. Dear Lord. I know, but plus it was like a low-scoring game. All right, let's get to something funnier. Joe, I want you to comment on this. I know you're watching. This is our fun question, rando-ish of the day. Go-to soup for both summer and the winter, because I know it can change. Because I love soup, man. Soup's dank. Soup is fire. I mean, I love it with a sandwich. I love it when it's by itself. Love it with crackers. Depending on what it is, I love plain. I like cold soup. I like hot soup. So, do y'all like soup? You good? Yeah. This isn't a trick question. Yeah. What about you? What about you, Jordan? What about you, Mets fan? What about Harvey lover?
I like soup. Like, love Matt Harvey. And I was just that downfall was just depressing. But I like soup. I like chicken noodle soup. I don't like any type of soup. I'll try it. That's the thing. Like,
that's just mean. What a Yankees fan. What a Yankees move right there. That's so mean. That is so mean. Joey, why you gotta do? Joey is the bully. He would flip a turtle on its back just for fun. That dude is Joe. You're mean. You would wipe out a spider's web even if it wasn't even in your direction, or take out its home. Mean man. All right. Oh, here we go. He had one real quick. The Dark Knight was an appropriate name for Harvey. I don't know where he's going to go with this, but I'm sure he'll explain why. Because he lived long enough to see himself.
Oh God! Yeah. Yes.
Oh, here it is.
Yes.
Oh dear God.
Oh no! More.
No.
Oh no! More.
No chill. More. No chill.
More of. He had a great rise, but then he became the villain by being bad.
Dude, Joe has no chill. Joe has no chill. That's so mean, dude. I have no problem.
I'm so happy.
They've done nothing wrong to me. I think they're stupid, but yeah, they ain't done nothing wrong to me. All right. So moving on back to the soup. Yeah, it's like I like a good soup, And by the way, we can count chili as soup. By the way, we'll count it because you can buy it as that. So chili can count. All right. Let's go, baby. What you got, Gabe? You start us off, man.
So this is a soup that I picked for its versatility and just overall deliciousness. So you can have it hot, you can have it cold, in my opinion. Dip it in bread or just on its own. Either way, I like a good split pea soup with ham.
Oh, you beat me. Okay, now I know I'm not going to do that one because people don't think about the cold version of it. I ask people and I'm like, oh, there's no cold version of this. But I'm like, yeah, there is. It's delicious. People tell me that all the time. They're like confused.
What?
That's the first time I ever had was cold. Yeah, you put a bit some salted ham, salted pork in
Yeah.
that sucker.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, put a little bit. Yeah, it's delicious, man. Oh yeah, and then once it's done, you can chop it up and you can use the juices from everything. Yeah, it's great, man. Come on now, with a little sourdough bread on the side. Let's roll, baby. All right, I'm liking it. All right, what that's for the but you can't. All right, come on, that's a cop out. You can't do with the same one for both seasons. All right, so let's call the cold. We'll call yours the cold one for winter or for summer. Let me get the warm one because you already did that. I'm about to lose my computer.
Oh my god.
I caught it though. I caught it though.
Show's over, everyone. We had a great run.
Whoo, that was close. Am I still on? Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're good, D-Rock. You're good.
Where am I? Log into my where did I go?
Yeah, we hear you, E-Rock.
I know you hear me. I just don't know where I went. This is what. Oh, I minimized it. Oh, okay, there it is. Sorry, I'm here. That was. You guys see my janky ghetto rigging over here. You'd understand why that just happened. But I'm also a klutz. For anyone that doesn't know me in person, yeah, I'm a klutz. There's an old school term. I'm clumsy. So, give me your winter time one then, man.
All right. Because my my brilliant diverse option that covered all bases what is now being disallowed as a winner option. I will go to two honorable mentions. If you're going on the Italian side, I want to go with pasta fagioli. And then my other good one that I love in terms of and these are just obviously hot options. Pasta fagioli, or I'd like menudo from my more Mexican roots.
What was the other one? The Mexican one?
Menudo.
Oh, I've heard of menudo. I don't know if I've ever had it. Yeah, I know people don't think about that because they think of gazpacho. And by the way, gazpacho is really damn good. If you get a good gazpacho, it's really damn good.
I'll say what menudo is because I heard what the hell, and there's a little unclarity there. So what it is, it's a red chili pepper based broth, and you get tripe in there. So it's a little bit of an acquired taste, but if you like it, menudo.
Tripe is a little funky, and because if people don't know what tripe is, if you have any kind of knowledge of Scottish descent.
Sounds like a cartoon special soup.
It is sheep intestine. That is what tripe is. It is an acquired taste. I have had it before. It's a little funky. I'd actually eat it over eggplant, truthfully. I don't know why, but I actually it's a random comparison, but in terms of like acquired taste, I actually eat it.
No, that's fair. I like that comparison. That's fair.
Yeah, it's a funky texture taste, but I kind of like it. It's like I like fatback. It's from the South. It's basically like eating a salt lick, but it's delicious. It's basically you're literally just getting an intake for sodium for the entire year in one bite or in one thing. That's why the South is so in shape, obviously. At least the country is not. So, all right, Jordan, you're up, baby. And but here we go. This is our Chef Joe.
Yeah.
And Minestrone is a very, very clear cut, almost winner for me. But I respect it, and I'm going to let him have it. Joe, you got to do a summertime. Well, was that your Joe? You got to give me another one though. I'm not letting Gabe off the hook. I'm not letting you off the hook, Joe. You're the food expert here, Joe. You're the food expert. All right, you're on, Jordan. Hit us.
For me personally, hot's. I'm gonna be very basic. Hot, it's like chicken, either classic chicken noodle soup, or like some of the Outback Steakhouse soups I had one time, and for a cold soup I don't really have soup. Like.
Man, when you're broke and you never go out and got cans of soup like Campbell's or stuff like that. Come on now, you can get anything like that.
I think I did when I was young. I don't remember like it.
Man, you must have been eating gummies early, man, because you're tripping. You're sitting on a rainy day and you don't got that much money.
I ate jelly sandwiches when I was young.
jelly sandwich. You go out and get some
my taste bud never really
Progresso.
developed.
I mean, get some bean and bacon in a canned soup. I don't know. Like, you're tripping, dude. All right, whatever. You're weird. Oh, you've lost credibility on this one. We cannot accept your answer. We cannot accept your answer. It is rejected. Your deposit is rejected. I eat minestrone all year round.
My deposit. All my money.
I'm shocked. Your favorite food is Italian? Wow. Mr. Lasagna, Joe Lasagna. This man is a walking cannoli, essentially. He's a walking lasagna stack. He loves his Italian food, especially lasagna. All right. And by the way, he loves impossible meat on his lasagna. He'll tell you that.
Oh my god.
He loves vegetarian lasagna, likes vegan lasagna. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
It's his favorite. I do love minestrone. All right, I'll go because Jordan, I reject your deposit. That was terrible. So I love soup. You sit at home and you just eat chunky soup or whatever. All right, here it is. Gabe, I love your pick. I love both picks actually, Gabe. That was thinking outside the bowl, not the box. Thinking outside the bowl.
Nice wordplay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do. Man, well, I gotta say, for summer, since you said that, I'm gonna go with gazpacho. Because I already said it. Now, I was gonna go with the split pea cold because people hadn't heard of it, but I'm glad you brought awareness to it. This cold split pea is the best. I mean, say what you want. It's just what it is. But I'll go with gazpacho because it is actually very refreshing if it's made right. And the next one for winter, give me a potato leek soup, bro. Come on now.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes, sir. Got to go with potato leek. If it's done right, especially. I mean, they have like loaded potato, which is dank. I love. Go figure. I'm Irish descent. I love potatoes. Go figure. You know what an Irish 7-course meal is? It's a 6-pack and a potato. All right. I'm allowed to say it. It's all right. Self-deprecation. All right. So I like it. I'm gonna type that in while we move to the next subject because I like to save our answers on said things. But I will give honorable mention to everything Gabe said. It was very cool, and I will give honorable mention to Joseph as well because minestrone, if it's again done right, hell, I'll eat it out of it. I'll eat it in the can. The one that Progresso has a dank minestrone soup. Unlike Mr. Jelly Sandwich over here because he just doesn't eat soup. Because what are you too good for soup or something? Hey, forget about it. Hey, have a good one, man. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you too good for?
Kid.
What, you better than me? You think you're better than soup? You think you're better than soup? Hey. Hell, I'll eat cream. I used to eat cream of chicken.
Hey.
What? Mr. Jelly Sandwich. What? That's already weird enough.
So Jordan, are you anti-soup? Am I hearing you correctly?
Yeah,
you are anti-soup?
That's exactly what he's saying. He's anti-soup. I'm offended. I'm offended right
No, not really. I do love chicken noodle soup. Well, I'm sick, but yeah.
That's such a cop-out.
My taste buds developed.
I'm not accepting
fully.
I'm not accepting
To appreciate.
No, I'm not accepting that. Because he said even
take my cock out but
he's sitting in his flat in New York or in Bronx, and when money's tight, you won't even consider a can of soup.
My cup out with glue.
Would you eat Chef Boyardee instead of? Would you eat Chef Boyardee instead of soup? Jordan, you hear me?
Oh no, Jordan.
No, well, you know what? That's
all right, while he's gone, I have a proposal for Jordan until he can hear us again. So you know how they have flights of wine and flights of beer, like especially craft beer places? Yes. I'm proposing for Jordan, we give him a flight of soup experience. We need to give Jordan a flight of soup experience so that he can expand his horizons and come on Team Soup.
I agree with this. I love this. Good call, Gabe. All right. I got two co-hosts that live.
Wait, you give me all the
live in the New
world.
York. I got two co-hosts that live in the New York area. One lives in Florida. I got one that lives in I think upstate-ish New York. I got one that lives in Florida, but he's a New York food connoisseur. And then I got Josh, who I think does live near New York or in New York. Someone needs to send this dude from a delicatessen some soup. Send him some soup of 4 different kinds, 5 different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
Cold, hot, doesn't matter. Just make sure the food, to make sure that the sanitation grade is an A. But we don't want a bodega experiment here. So there's good bodegas and then there's bodegas. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff you'd rather buy in a can because, let's be honest.
Yep.
So, and just hey, because you know what? Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask you this because you froze, Jordan. You won't buy a can of soup. Would you buy a can of Chef
Yeah,
Boyardee?
I'm freezing a lot.
Don't lie to me. Yeah, don't lie to me. Would you buy a can of Chef Boyardee?
Yeah. From when I was.
Okay,
Jordan,
so
no.
Jordan's got. He wouldn't buy soup. He's not a soup guy, but he'll buy, and he lives in an Italian capital of America, and he would buy Chef Boyardee pasta before soup. I'm ashamed.
It
Right?
was my childhood.
Clarify.
It was
Not
my
just DC
it was my
Sports. Now Jordan should be ashamed. Jordan should be ashamed.
It was my
DC
childhood.
Sports and
I'll just
Jordan
buy
now.
one. That's it. But like, if you want to give me some
Damn.
actual noodles and like legit make some actual
noodles?
spaghetti meatballs, hell yeah, sure.
Yeah, but you still eat Chef Boyardee. What are you gonna go eat some? What do they call it? Something roni. What is it? Beefaroni. Gonna go eat a can of
Beefaroni. Yeah.
Some SpaghettiOs with meatballs or quote unquote meatballs.
Hell nah.
Actually,
I'm ashamed, but I'm not that
kid,
ashamed.
though. I was a kid. Oh, you're tripping. Hey man, would you eat a cup of noodles of soup?
Exactly.
On your cow, Jordan. On your cow.
Yeah,
Shame.
Oh wait, hold up. One more thing. Listen, we eat pig's feet. That's true.
My cow is.
Brothers do eat pig feet. Brothers do eat pig feet. I eat fat back, and I'll eat. I've had pig's feet. It's funky. I've had chitlins. Funky, but
no, I think I've never had.
I'll eat everything
feet, but
snout. I'll eat everything but the snout. So not the weirdest. No, tripe is not bad. Tripe's just funky. That's all. Depends on what you like, kind of squeeze it. Either way,
Acquired.
It's acquired. I want to try menudo. I really do. All right. So while I'm going to type this in to document it, and I'm going to put Jordan in this. I'm going to put Jordan like totally on ice for this one.
My cone of shame.
You and DC Sports are just like in the corner right now. Someone's putting baby in the corner right now.
Well, yeah, Iraq. What are you gonna put for Jordan for his soup, Chef Boyardee?
I'm gonna do something. Trust me, I'm gonna do something. I'm offended by this because you know what? I would have let him.
Alcohol.
I would have let him.
My menu is expanding.
I would have let it. Hold up, Jordan. I would have let him off the hook if he had, and I'm glad he answered honestly. But I said, would you buy Chef Boyardee before a can of soup? The fact he said yes, no. The fact he said yes, no. I'm glad you were honest. Honesty will not pay off in this situation. You are going to get toasted. You're getting toasted. All right. Thank you for being honest. You're screwed. All right. So I'm going to. You're going to be on the game show this Sunday, and we're going to absolutely put you on blast. You better eat some soup this week because you're going to be on Sunday's game. You're going to be put on blast, Jordan. Oh my God. What kind of dude doesn't? What are you? Are you a Russian spy? You don't like soup? You're like eating soup in the gulag or something? Come on now. All right. This is a question that was brought up today, and it was by brought up by this podcast. I can't remember the name of it, but it was hilarious. It had CJ Stroud on it, and I think it had what's his name, Tank Dell or something like that. I can't remember his name. But they asked this question, and I thought it was funny. And I actually had to pose it to you because one of y'all is a Giants fan, and other's a Patriots fan. And, well, you'll see what I mean. Which career would you rather have in retrospect? AARod or Eli's? I'll let whoever want to start. That's funny while I'm plugging in this soup business. I know it's tougher than it's tougher. It depends on what you
that's
covet.
that's a good
That's
question.
actually a pretty good
That's a
question.
really good
It,
question.
it depends on what you covet
What
more.
career
Like,
would I have?
what's your end game? Like, what is your focus? I know what my answer is. I was saying that earlier, but I'll let y'all.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
I know my answer
first.
too.
Okay,
it's a good question and makes you really think about it. But Eli went 81-81. Yet he has 2 Super Bowl wins, 2 rings, better than 1. And I won't lose to the San Francisco 49ers every single time.
All right. I mean, I was.
It is not even being biased. I would rather have 2 Super Bowls.
I would expect nothing less from the Giants.
Then lose to a 9. Mm-hmm.
All right, no, but you're supposed to say that anyway. But
81, 2 Super Bowl wins. You can't beat that. You can't.
It's true. It's true. All right, it's on you, Gabe. What do you covet more? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I just think because it is close. If you want to say AARod, I get it. But it's football, man. You're in New York City. Eli Manning lives in immortality in the city because of those 2 Super Bowl rings. I think I'd rather have Eli Manning because of the totality of that. And everyone's going to more or less overlook some of those bad regular seasons because of those 2 really clutch Super Bowl rings. So that's why. That's because of everything that comes post career. Like obviously, AARod is doing fine, but I think you have to give the edge to Eli in terms of everything.
I'm gonna actually play this out very delicately because my immediate answer was Eli. That was my immediate answer because 2 rings, 2 legendary wins against. I think they're both against the Pats and Tom Brady. That and AARod's was against Big Ben, which is awesome, but but it was still. I mean, no. But here's the thing: AARod still has a title, and he has 3 MVPs. Arguably one of the best passers in NFL history. Someone made a very interesting point. I think it was someone I respect a lot on ESPN. Which is like, I don't respect it. 50-50 when it comes to ESPN analysts. Dominique Foxworth, I love his podcast too. But I respect his opinion. And he said, here's the thing. When Eli's bona fide in the Hall of Fame, even though he's got, kind of, off and on seasons. Who do you think people that are other their peers, other players, other teams. Who do you think they're going to hold in higher esteem when they actually have their busts put in Canton? Probably going to be AARod, truthfully. I love Eli. Whose career would I rather have? I'd still go with Eli, though. After much consideration, I'm still flipping with Eli because it's not even just because of the titles. It's also because one of y'all brought this up. Well, I wouldn't want to live in Green Bay or New York, truthfully. But I like Eli better, and it's also he's Mr. Clutch, man. AARod is not Mr. Clutch. I mean, he's proven it several times. We always thought he could be, and he showed it on certain games, but that ain't been the case in a long time.
Yep.
And he's had better teams. Both times that the Giants won the Super Bowl, they were a wild card. People forget that.
No, I think 2011. No, 2011 they won the division. They won the NFC East. It was the 07-08 team.
But they were still one of the lower winners.
Yeah,
Either way, they weren't
the point stands.
They won their last 2 games. They won their last 2. They won their last 2 games against the Jets and the Cowboys. And they were even then they're like, eh.
I remember the Cowboys game. No, and here's the thing about it. Actually, I remember the Jets game too. Because ironically, I was at
No,
Jersey
I was
Mike's
actually
getting
at the Jets game. Like, my brother was pissed.
Well, no, here's the thing about that as well. And they were not in the playoff picture. They had to win those 2 games. So
Yeah.
that was Tony Romo's Cowboys, or whoever's you want to call it.
Mhm.
So but they made it in there by the skin of their teeth. But in the first one, either time they were both 9-7, I think, both times. And they beat an undefeated team who was ridiculous. And the next time, they beat a team with 2 incredible tight ends, with Gronk and Aaron Hernandez, along with I can't remember who else was their receivers. I think it was Edelman, and it was Amendola, maybe. I don't know. It's a couple of white guys. Maybe had Troy Brown back or something. I don't remember.
New England loves some white. They love
Deion
the
Branch
white
already
receivers.
Deion Branch already left for Seattle, I'm pretty sure. But they had Aaron Hernandez and Rob Gronk on the second one. So, and Eli, and if you, like you said, if you win 2 times against Tom Brady in New York, you're a freaking god, essentially. He's a hillbilly god. He's not really a hillbilly. I just love it. He's a goofy looking dude, but he's like his brother. He doesn't take himself too seriously.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I love you. I like Eli better because I hate Peyton Manning, and it's not because he's a bad guy. It's just because he stole a rigged Super Bowl from my team. So all right.
bitter hater forever.
You're not allowed to say that word. You're not allowed to say that, sweet guy. All right. Hey, Chef Boy, are you dumb? You're not allowed to say that. So again, Chef Boy, are you dumb? All right. You're not allowed to talk about Mister. You're not about to talk about bitter. Here we go. All right. Obviously, Joe is a Giants fan. Shocking. You can knock his regular season records. Goofy face is true. Tell the story about the best QB to play the game. You have to talk about Eli. Yeah, we're not going to take that. We're going to take that with a grain of we're going to take that with a pack of mustard and relish. All right, so I can relate more to Eli. He was mediocre 80% of the time, 20% he was great. That's me in a nutshell. I'd probably go 50-50.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. See, that's what it's that's what it's like, Joe, to be nice. There you go. Just saying. All right, but so you see where I'm coming from. So you'd rather have the Super Bowls overall, right? And I mean, being a god in New York is pretty awesome. Don't get it twisted. Eli still lives there, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Yep, it goes to somewhere to the Hamptons.
Yep.
I'm not surprised. How do you spell gazpacho, by the way, Gabe?
Oh, good God. Wait, who said gazpacho?
I did. My cold soup.
Oh, okay. G-A-Z.
Z. Okay.
P-A.
All right.
C-H-O.
So there is an H. I didn't know if it was a double C or not.
Gazpacho.
Well, Spanish. The double C in Italian and in Spanish. Or actually that's more Italian, but still. It's like, well, actually, double C is with the S sound. All right, gazpacho, and I'm going to show Jordan and the fans here what I'm going to say about Jordan and his. Jordan, you're going to eat soup this week, right? Just to give it a shot.
I'll try my best.
No, there's no try. Do a Yoda. There is no try. There's do or do not. There's no try, bro. You can do it. You're in like the mecca of food.
All right. I can give you really, really decent dollar recommendations for soup that are decently safe. Like you may or may not die.
Ooh, don't be shy. Say them real quick. While
As long as there's no peanut butter, you're good.
Peanut butter?
No.
I mean, there might be peanut butter.
You know what?
Peanuts in like Thai food, but what are you talking about?
You know what, Jordan? I can guarantee you any soup recommendation I give you this week will not have peanut butter. I can guarantee you that.
Let's hope not. Dear God. All right. All right, Jordan. Here it is. Here's the post. So yeah, don't be shy. Give him a couple. Give him a couple on air so the viewers can understand it or can hear it. They might want to go.
And this is because right, the whole thing that me and Iraq were originally coming from is that right, you want it to be cost effective yet yummy. So if you go to any bodega in New York City, you're gonna find your Progresso soups there. So I think for in terms of bang for your buck and in terms of quality, I think we're there, Jordan. I really do. So it's going to be about $2 per can. Really nice, healthy portion. May I recommend the Southwest, anything Southwest style, or a lentil Mediterranean, and or a red tomato soup. So this way you get 3 kind of vastly different soups, and your total is going to be like $6.
Damn, 6. Oh, from the can. Yeah. Because then you don't. Yeah, I mean, you got to try. Hey, if you eat Chef Boyardee, you'll have no problem with a canned soup. Okay, let's be real. And you're allowed to put You're allowed to put crackers in it too. That's okay.
Yes.
Or bread. Dip bread. That is allowed. Or a sandwich. You can even dip a sandwich. If you got one of the baby steps, make a grilled cheese sandwich and with your tomato soup. There you go. You know, I recommend it.
And now I know. And knowing is half the battle.
Dude, there's actually tortellini soup. Dude, there's like cheese tortellini soup with veggies too. That's bomb.
Yep.
That's bomb, bro. Man, I'm in the mood for soup now. Woo! I might get a French onion and a beef, or get a beef. What do they call it? A French. I might get a French dip tonight. Yeah.
I'm so good.
All right, hold on. I have
soup.
All right, while we're doing, all right, here it is. Sorry for the 13 live viewers. I apologize. Here we go. Add banner. Here we go. Jordan is on the hot seat with Joe Mazzulla until he opens up to soup. That is what's happening. I actually took it light on you. You're on the hot seat right now, bro. You're on the hot seat.
Hey, unlike Joe Mazzulla, I won't get fired for choking.
You will if I don't find out you didn't have any soup this week. You're getting canned. You're gonna get canned if you don't open a can. Now, I'm not talking about whoop ass. And I'm not talking about whoop ass. I'm gonna be opening the can of whoop ass if you don't open a can of soup this week. This guy right here just gave you a point. Like, loaded potatoes also bomb. Hey, Chunky Soup has that bomb. That Chunky Soup has that sirloin burger or whatever one too. That shit's bomb too, man. I mean, that's what I had as a kid. But yeah, loaded potato soup. I mean, damn.
Yeah, probably when I get paid this week, I'll get some like Panera bread soup. Like
that's good too. I mean, hey, their broccoli cheddar is not bad.
Yeah, that's next level.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's good. They have a decent tomato soup. I think that they have that in the broccoli cheddar every single day. Sometimes they'll have some other stuff, like they'll have potato occasionally. It depends on the day. All right. So I forgot to put Joe. Joe, I'm sorry. I forgot to put your name on here. Joe just straight up said minestrone no matter what on both sides of it.
Yep.
I'll let him get away with it because he's Joe Lasagna. I'll let him get away with it.
Yep.
All right, guys. Where can we find you? Where can we find your work? Plug yourself. Go plug yourself. Do your thing. Jordan, anti-soup man. Soup Nazi. That's what they had like on that sign. I don't watch Seinfeld, but I just know people said soup Nazi. There we go.
No soup for you.
Exactly.
No soup for you. You can find my writings at Total Pet Sports. Like you can find me at Twitter, JaceRound6890. At my handle. You can also find me on Instagram with the same handle. I'm actually gonna check if it's the same handle because I can be a little silly. JaceRound6898 at Instagram. You can also find me at TikTok. Exactly. Till it gets banned by the government. It will, but I'm still going to make videos. Why? Because America needs them.
It's entertaining. I will tell the public that. It is quite entertaining. Jordan Unleashed coming on a later date, I'm sure. Or Jordan Off the Handle. There's another good name. All right. Earmuffs Joe. We'll wrap it up with this, like prom night. All right. Like I said, I wrapped it up before this. It's not that I don't know how. It's not that I don't want to be. Well, that's fair too. He's talking about being mean. There you go. Well, thank you for being on here, Jordan. Gabe.
Sports Post 100. We have three quick plugs here. First of all, shout out to Joe, and in honor of Joe, I want to plug the latest movie, the Garfield movie. So I saw a commercial for it, and I was like, there we go, Joe, you got your own movie. Congratulations. Moving forward, my second thing where Joe mentioned baseball being overall more boring, and for the casual viewer / for all the people that baseball's trying to bring in, yes, it is. And all the more reason to market stars. One other person, really well-spoken class act, Mookie Betts is another person that I think
I forgot. Yeah, we never answered
that.
We never answered that question. Thank you for that. I'm sorry. Yeah, finish your thought. I apologize.
All the more reason for baseball to have a little more initiative, because it's inherently a little more boring than the other sports. So that's all the more reason. And then last and least, we have said multiple times that the JJ Redick podcast with LeBron is a sham interview to be the Lakers coach. And what do you know? Reports are out. JJ Redick is the front runner to be the next Lakers coach. And everyone's acting shocked. Everyone's like, how did this happen? We've been saying this for a month and a half, 2 months. So shout out to all of us.
I hate it. I hate the fit. It's a terrible first job to have. Terrible first job.
Oh, it's
just going in
comedy gold, baby.
Walking into the Lions Den. It's a terrible idea. Oh God. All right, whatever. Should have gone to Charlotte. Well, Charlotte shouldn't have signed someone so quick. Then they have JB Bickerstaff. But all right, that's another story. Joe, I forgot we got to answer. We forgot to answer this. Like, who's your most marketable player? I don't know if we asked. Mookie Betts is a good answer. Give us that real quick. 2 words. Well, 2 parts of his name. Their name. Who's the best, most marketable player in the MLB? Mookie Betts is a good. I like it.
Are you asking us again?
I said Joe. Jordan. Excuse me. Joe too. Jordan. Okay. Jordan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Most marketable MLB player.
Juan Soto. I think I said Juan Soto. Like,
sadly enough,
he's still young. He's still young. 25. Market him to hell and back. Like,
market him to hell. Wow.
Oh my God!
Market him. He's gonna sign with a new team. Market it.
He probably will sign with a new team.
Like,
let's market him to hell. Dude, he's already in hell. He's already in hell.
That's gonna be a money pit. You're gonna be like Scrooge McDuck in New York City in a historic franchise. You market it.
I'm going to go different. As sad as it is, I would actually be very hard-pressed not to take Juan Soto because he's clean-cut and he's well-spoken. And he plays for the most popular freaking baseball team in the world. So, that being said, I still hate the fact they don't let you have a beard. It's the dumbest thing. I'm going to go somewhere different. I was going to go with Tatis possibly, but he has his own kind of things in his background that's happened. And I know this person just got injured, but I like this. I'm going to get a little different off the cuff. Acuna on the Braves. I think that is it's a low key sneaky pick. Mookie Betts is
injured. Mookie's a good answer. It was like 28. It was like 2017, 2018. That's the thing. Like, but still, he could be the face if possible. Like if they want to. But is that or Shohei Ohtani?
No.
You know what's great is that the answer can be all the above. That's the thing. I don't know why MLB is pigeonholing themselves. Like, that's what I don't get. I don't care who the bigger guy is, right? Probably Justin Judge should be in this conversation, obviously. But we can have an all of the above approach, or at least a little more so. That's where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
You're not wrong. I mean, that wasn't the question, but you're right. That's why I asked, but you're right.
Well, yeah.
I mean, football and basketball
fair.
Don't have football and basketball don't just have one guy. I mean, Kawhi Leonard and Jamal Murray. They're sponsored by New Balance. New Balance was the shoe that either runners used when I was in high school or frat boys used when I was in high school. Frattish kind of kids. they'd wear the 511s and the 919. Like those are, or in late middle school, early high school. Yeah, and that was like it was those
Light
flashy
up sneakers. Light up
Oh,
sneakers.
that was kindergarten. Oh yeah, that was. And then those stupid rolly shoes came out, which was
Oh my
I
God.
never understood.
Yeah, no.
I love the Friends episode where he makes fun of them like kids, and apparently walking is first off they're not called sneakers, they're called
God.
kicks or skid. I think I heard someone say slorps. That was a funny. But he's still like, he's like, you know what? Now they have the wheels that pop off. And I said so because apparently walking is too taxing. Kids, roll your way to childhood obesity. I mean, hey, you're not gonna roll yourself because I've seen those things. You know how painful that this got to be having a freaking wheel in your soul. Oh my God! All right, seeing those kids roll down the down the hallway. I have to admit though, I was a dork for a year in middle school. I had a trapper keeper one year. Came in handy, but you know. And I also had a rolling foot bag. Sad to say, I know, but I did. Not proud of it. Nothing like an insecure middle schooler with braces, a buzzed head, and pimples in a rolling foot bag. I will never set my kid up for failure like that again. Like me. Okay. Friends don't let friends get rolling book bags, guys. That's what I'm talking to everyone out there, the 14 live viewers. Friends don't let friends let their middle school friends do a rolling book bag or a trapper keeper. Just trust me. Just get him a notebook or a binder. And get him a binder and a book bag. Tell him to one strap it. And what they say in 21 Jump Street. Why don't you one strap them? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. There's actually something in the works right now. I will only tell you that, but it's another show. Another show for ScOutCast Media Hub. Thank you for everyone watching on all platforms. And there's something else that's a little bit different in the works. That will be announced on a later time. But to Jordan, to Joe, and to Gabe, I just want to say thank you. Shout out to Sports Pulse 100 at JC Ramos 6898, and check out their written work, their portfolios. Always continue to watch us every afternoon. See y'all later. Thanks for putting up with my shirtlessness. It's really freaking human. Love y'all. Take it easy.
Thank you.